Conversation, though, has shifted, right? Because it was a couple of years ago that we were talking about, gosh, the West is so much better than the East. Look at all this talent. Oh, my goodness. The East doesn't even hold a candle to the West. Now, what do you think of that, Ramona?
I mean, I could name. I won't because I'll get yelled at for this.
No. I just long-winded over it.
I mean, I think the East has incredible competition right now, and like in the West, it feels like a two-horse race between the Suns and the Warriors. All season long, it's felt that way.
Well, and speaking of the West, our Adrian Wojnarowski reported that obviously the Lakers, they didn't make any deals, so now they are shifting their focus to the buyout market.
Wow.
You know what? I think, listen, we can talk about the Lakers' focus on the buyout market, but I think the more important and pressing question is what happens with Russell Westbrook going forward. They've already started to bench him at the end of games. That will continue if he doesn't play the way that they are asking him to play. How long does this go on? I can't even believe I'm saying about a Hall of Famer.
The thing is that I strongly believe that him and LeBron James can't coexist at the same time. So with that being said, it's okay to come in as a sixth man. We watched D'Antoni stagger James Harden and Russell Westbrook minutes and it worked. It worked. You know, late in the fourth quarter, they end up coming in and kind of figuring things out. But I think that that's a conversation that Russell Westbrook, Frank Vogel, LeBron James, and Anthony Davis have to go into the office and have a conversation about. They got to have that conversation.
They've had a lot of conversations.
No, they need to have more.
They've had a lot of but my thing about this and what we're talking about, we've seen it in modern day. Like we've seen Carmelo Anthony not adjust and then figure it out and then come back and be a highly impactful player. But he was out of the league for a year or two. And so when I look at some of these great players, once the game starts to change, if you don't adjust, and that's not just adjust your physical, it's also adjusting your mental and your ego. This ain't about you anymore, right? There's going to be a time for a decade, for 15 years, what's about you. And then it's going to come to a time where it's like, you need to be asking, what can I do for this team versus like, this is how I do it. And so I know that they've had conversations. I know that they've had conversations with Carmelo's on that team. Carmelo can be like, yo, bro, I've been here before. So I look forward to see what the Lakers are going to try and do.
Well, and Russell Westbrook has said two different things, right? On the one hand, he said, I've earned the right to play in crunch time. And then on the other hand, he said, I'll do whatever it takes to win. So one of those two things may be at odds, and it may have to, we'll see kind of what happens.
Thanks for watching ESPN on YouTube. For live streaming, sports, and premium content, subscribe to ESPN+.